If you need $500, I won't loan you $500. I'll just give you $250. If they get mad at you for that, they probably got problems that you can't fix with your money. Guys, there's two financial boundaries that I never ever cross and never will. And on this quick video, I'm going to share both of them with you. Let's talk about it. Now, guys, the first financial boundary that I never cross is co-signing on a loan for anybody. I never do it and I never will. Here's some of the problems that I have with co-signing for a loan. First, when you co-sign for a loan, you're going to strain the relationship that you have with the person that you're co-signing for. There's a great potential that you can. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but there's a big risk that it could happen, right? If something goes wrong and they can't pay, that's a problem. That's a big problem. So it can create some type of tension and friction if they refuse to pay or they skip out on payments or miss payments, right? It's not cool. And obviously, financial disagreements and financial responsibility can cause a rift in a relationship that you may have with that person, right? It could be a close friend. It could be a family member. It could be anybody, a parent, a sibling, right? Guys, let me know in the comments below if you've ever co-signed for a loan, and let me know how it worked out. Now, the other obvious problem with co-signing a loan for somebody is the big elephant in the room, and that is it can destroy or damage your own credit, because when you co-sign, you're equally responsible for the repayment of the loan. And if the primary borrower, the person you're co-signing for, misses payments, it's going to negatively impact your credit, not just theirs. And you could also be legally required to pay back the debt, including any collection costs or any late fees. You got to pay all that. So look, it's just not worth it to go through that potential problem or take on that potential risk. Because stuff happens, right? And you're putting yourself at risk if there's a default on the loan. And it's a loan that you didn't even take out. And another problem that people normally don't think about when they co-sign for a loan is that it can increase your debt to income ratio, which ultimately could limit your borrowing power if you want to go buy a home or some other asset that appreciates in value like a home. A lender's going to see that you co-signed on a loan, and when they see that you co-signed on a loan, that becomes a liability in terms of your debt to income ratio, right? Regardless of who's making the payment, even if the other person is making the payments, it could negatively affect your DTI, debt to income ratio. Look, we all want to help people out. I get it. I really want to help people and I want you to help people. But if a person needs you to co-sign for them, they're probably not ready or not in the financial position to actually purchase or buy whatever they're trying to get the loan on. So don't think that you're coming to save the day for somebody that needs help. The best way for a person to get help is not to ask for a co-signer on a loan, but it's actually to build up their own credit and ability to get the loan on their own. So they probably need to wait and get their own credit right, or get more money, or buy something different in this whole process. Now, the second financial boundary that I never cross is loaning money to family and friends. Guys, let me know in the comments below if you've loaned money to family and friends and how's it worked out for you. Did they pay it back or did you get burned, right? Drop those comments below and keep it real. Be honest, right? We've all messed up in this area, so it's okay to say you made a mistake. That's cool. Now, here's my problem with loaning money to family and friends. When you loan this money out, typically the relationship has a really good chance of changing, and changing in a way that you may not like. Now, I don't care how you slice it. This is sort of a natural human behavior. How they look at you changes and how you look at them changes. And somehow the family get-togethers just don't feel the same because of some potential tension because somebody owes somebody some money, right? So the dynamics of relationships get altered and changed when you start borrowing and loaning money from each other. Because it's natural to watch them and see, okay, what did they go out and buy? Why do they have those new shoes on when they still owe me $200? Or why did they go on vacation when they still owe me $1,000 from when I loaned them $1,000 3, 4, 5 years ago, and they don't say anything about it anymore, thinking I forgot, but I didn't forget, right? Really what they do is none of our business, but it sort of becomes our business because they owe us money, right? Money and relationships, it's a funny thing because it can cause a lot of issues, right? Many of us know people who have been removed from this earth because they owed somebody some money, right? I'm from that part of town where disputes over money can lead to life-altering changes in a person's ability to breathe. Now, this is the other thing. The other thing about loaning family and friends money is that I still believe that the borrower is slave to the lender. And I don't want to be a lender and have a family member or a friend as a borrower. The idea of that just doesn't feel right to me. Guys, if you get value from this video, please smash the like button below. And please consider subscribing to this channel if you're not already a subscriber. And also, don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family. Now, let's get back to the video. Usually when a person needs money, there's probably other ways they can go about correcting their financial issues that they're having that causes them to need money than they can even think about. Sometimes our thinking says there's only 2 solutions, but really in reality, there's about 5 or 10 different solutions that we can't see. So a lot of times people that need to borrow money, family and friends, they just need you to sit down and give them some other possible solutions or some other ideas that they don't have on their own about how to get through whatever they're trying to get through, right? And if you help people with solutions, if they're willing to share, right? Sometimes people don't want to share the full picture. They just want to borrow this money and they don't want you talking to them. But if they're willing to share, maybe you can help them through whatever issue they're facing and give them some other things to think about. Because sometimes maybe there's another solution that doesn't require borrowing any money from anybody, but they didn't think about it. So what I try to do is I try to give, if somebody wants to borrow some money from me, a family member or a friend, I try to say, let's talk about some other solutions that may be possible. And one thing I've done is if somebody wants to borrow money, I tell them, no, I don't loan money out to family and friends, but guess what? I'll give you some money. I'll give you whatever I have to give you at the time to help you out. And that way you don't have to give it back to me. I'll just give you what I have, right? If you need $500 and I only got $250, I won't loan you $500. I'll just give you $250. Now, when you do that, offer to give people what you can give them, and you want to sit down and give them some other solutions that they can use to help them out, a lot of times people tend to appreciate that, right? Especially if you don't expect anything in return. You're just going to give them whatever you can give them. And the relationship stays intact and all is good, right? Most people won't get mad at you for giving them what you can give them. And if they do get mad at you for not loaning them what they wanted you to loan them, and instead giving them what you can give them, if they get mad at you for that, that's really on them. And they probably need more help than that money that they're asking for, right? If they're mad at that, then they probably got problems that you can't fix with your money. And at that point, it may be time to go a different direction, right? Depending on who this family member or friend is. But that's what I do, and typically it's received okay. And your relationship stays intact and everybody's good. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 2 financial boundaries that I never cross. I don't co-sign for loans, and I don't loan money out to family and friends. Hey, it's just not worth it. And there's other ways that you can help people with their money besides co-signing and loaning them money, right? I just give what I can give at the time that I'm asked. Let me know your thoughts below. What's your experience co-signing for loans and loaning money to family and friends? Did it work out? Did they pay it back? Would you do it again? Let me know in the comments below. And do me a favor and share this video with someone who you know. Hey, the best person who's going to take care of the old you is the young you. Guys, take good care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.